What's up, YouTube? Coach Blair here, going to talk to you about what is fitness, which is an article Coach Greg Glassman wrote in the early 2000s, helping to define CrossFit using 4 different models, which we'll talk about in a future video. Today, we're just going to stick with the definition of fitness, which prior to this article, nobody had taken the time to put a robust definition to, which included observable and measurable metrics over time. So let's get right into it. What is fitness? It is this sentence: increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains. We're going to take that apart. So since nobody had really defined fitness before, the best definitions we had were you're getting stronger. I don't know, I just pulled that out of my butthole. So we didn't have great definitions before. Greg Glassman comes along and gives these measurable and observable metrics to fitness. Work capacity is showing how much power you can produce during a certain amount of time. We know that force equals mass times acceleration. We know that work is force times distance. We know that whenever we divide work, force and distance, which is work, by time, we get power. And so you can take movements in the gym, such as a barbell thruster, how much loading is on the bar, how much do you weigh, how far are you traveling into the bottom of your squat position and pressing the bar overhead, and do that for a certain amount of reps, find out how long that takes, and get your power out on a chart. And then over time, we can see the progression or regression depending on how you're performing in the gym. So that is work capacity. We can take that along to other movements as well. Just a quick one could be, so thrusters are the easy one to throw out. Any cardio machine, rowing, biking, you have your monitor measuring your calories, and that's your work capacity, depending on how long it's taking you to do those things. It's already given to you in an easy format to understand versus having to do measurements on the body like a thruster or a pull-up. Across broad time and modal domains is showing that we need to be able to have increased work capacity in more than one area. Triathletes were known to be very in shape athletes, and they certainly are in shape. But whenever they are compared next to people who do weight training in the gym, they are relatively weak. And so one of the things that CrossFit prides itself on is taking these members from different sports. You have triathlons, you have powerlifting, weightlifting, bodybuilding, you have CrossFitters. Oftentimes, you might see in a competition amongst these 3 elements, the powerlifter getting first in the weights, in the middle of the pack on the CrossFit workout, and last on the cardio, versus the triathletes, they get first in the cardio, middle of the pack on the other things, and very last on the weightlifting. Whereas we have CrossFitters who aren't necessarily excelling at any of it, but they're also not doing bad at any of it. They're right in the middle of the pack for everything. And so general and robust fitness is going to represent that. You're going to be able to perform well with strength movements, with things that elevate your heart rate, improve your cardiovascular respiratory endurance, and overall be a stronger and better human being. Who doesn't want that?